Hello, my beautiful and valuable friends, and welcome to this channel. I'm Tetevik, and today I'm going to be your guide into the interesting world of people, relationships, and relationships between difficult people. Today we're going to discuss how to deal with haters, how to deal with difficult, harmful people. And we are not an empty island, and we are not a single island that we can be without anybody else in life. Therefore, we need to sometimes face that there will be people who sometimes won't like us. There will be people who sometimes will hate us. There will be people who will be very difficult to us, to make our life difficult. But I have a good news for you. There is a way how to deal with haters. There is a way how to deal with difficult people. And today, that's exactly what we're going to discuss. If you have noticed that in your life you have this cycle of the same type of people coming to your life over again and again, then let me know. Contact me below and let's have a one-to-one conversation and understand why is that you're attracting these people in your life. In my previous practice, I have faced a lot of people who come to me, and we have found, I would say, two main reasons why this happens, why we attract haters in our life, why we attract difficult people in our life, why we attract these emotional vampires in our life. And those two reasons are very simple. First of all, we lack love towards ourselves. It means we don't love ourselves enough, and we think that is okay for us to struggle. And second of all, it's a very low self-esteem. Usually people with a lower self-esteem attract worse kind of relationship, worse job positions, less salary, more struggle, and more haters around them, because the self-esteem is saying you are not good enough, you are not worthy. In this video, I want you to understand that you are good enough, that you are worthy, and you need to have your self-esteem high and be more confident in the life that you actually deserve. So let's dive in. First of all, let's understand that haters will always be there. So you're not going to eliminate them by, just by your life, by being nice or being positive. They're always going to be there, and that is normal. As we have a day, we have a night. We have a black and we have white color, Of course, we have gray and we have other 100 colors. But what I'm trying to say is that we have opposites. We have polar opposites. We have differences in the world, and that is normal. We have sun and we have rain, We have men and female. We have negative energy and we have positive energy, and nothing is bad, nothing is good. It's just how it is. And the first for us step is realization and acceptance that this is how it is. So let's understand how to deal with haters, how to deal with difficult people who are trying to make your life miserable and make you feel down all the time, because obviously that benefits them. They feed up from your energy. We are talking here about the bigger picture. We're talking about these emotional vampires who eat your emotions, eat your energy, eat your life, eat your light out of you, and you need to learn to stop it. Number one is you need to start respecting yourself. And this is called a bit differently as well. Choose your battles wisely. If you respect yourself, you will choose your battles wisely. If you don't respect yourself, you will just choose any battle to go into. Anybody says something, you react. Anybody calls you somewhere, you go. You need to choose your battles wisely, because you need to also remember not every battle is worth fighting for, right? Sometimes you react and actually was not supposed to react. Sometimes you are angry and you say something, but it will be better if you wouldn't say nothing. Learn to understand that not every battle you're supposed to participate in. And a lot of people, of course, want you to be giving your attention to them, being there and reacting on everything they do. But that is just your emotions that they want. They want you to come out of your good emotions, come out of your focus. Because you see, while you're fighting there, you have no opportunity to actually take care of your life. While you're being aggressive and being offended and actually actually being in the argument. You have no time to focus on good things in your life. While you're struggling and fighting, you have no time to be restful and peaceful. You see, there are always these two worlds that you are into. I read once very nice subject, and it says that when you feel angry, when you feel upset, and when you really want to respond to these haters, it means you are turning to the mean world. You are turning your car. Imagine it's a spiritual car where you're driving yourself and your emotions. You're turning your emotions into this evil world, and you need to be careful that this is not my map. This is not the road I need to go to. Oh, I just got lost. It was my mistake. I just turned to the wrong angle, went to the evil world, but I realized this is not for me. This is not my road. And you turn to opposite direction, and you turn to the good world, to the light, right? So always choose which world you're turning. It's very interesting. It's like a metaphysical subject for you to realize that in one time you can live in two different worlds. You can choose to live in one of them, but both worlds are happening in the same time. So you need to choose which world I want to belong to, which road I want to turn myself into, because each road leads to the specific destination. If you're driving to the restaurant to have your brunch with friends and you choose a completely different route, there is no chance you will get to that brunch. It's the same if you go to the cab and you change your destination 10 times. The driver will say, sorry, I don't want to drive you anymore. You need to know exactly where you're going. So choose your battles wisely. Dealing with the haters is not a wise decision, because hatred itself has root in hate, has root in something negative that you cannot really comprehend fully. You cannot actually deal with that because it's not yours. You see, sometimes we go to the battles that we're not supposed to participate because it's not our own battle. So choose your battles wisely. And if you really want to go to the battle, then let this battle be battle for your health, battle for you to look better, battle for you to level up, battle for you to maybe learn a new language. Choose your battles wisely. If you want to have the battle, then have that battle in self-improvement, in self-determination, in self-development, not in a battle with facing a hater, a battle facing a vampire that eats your emotions, battle that face difficult person. These battles, no. Thank you very much. No. I'm going to work on myself. That's the only battle. So respect yourself. And if you do, you will choose your battles wisely. Next is incredibly connected with the first one. If you learn to respect yourself, then you also learn to respect others. If you learn to choose your battles wisely, then number two, you choose to not deal with other person's battles. Don't take other person's battles on your own shoulders. If your best friend is struggling with addiction, of course, support, encourage, maybe give the right literature, but you cannot struggle with them. It is their choice to give up the addiction. It is their determination to become disciplined and walk away from that and walk to something better. It is their own choice to deal with their own battles. You're not responsible for that battle. The thing is with haters that they come from a lack. They definitely don't love themselves, they don't love others, they don't love the world, they don't love the life. They just like to hate because they don't know better. And you see, to be very fair, if you think about them, the only thing we can feel towards haters is pity. The pity, You can say, I feel so sorry for you that this is how you choose to live your life. But obviously you're not telling that to them. You're just telling that to your mind that, oh, actually I really feel sorry for this person. I'm not going to even engage. Because you see, the thing is, you think that when you're dealing with a hater, you think you're helping the situation, you're teaching them a lesson, or you're responding or showing your, where your ground stands. But it's not true. You are just helping them to carry on the hatred. The hatred is definitely it's a dead emotion. It's something that has no life in it. It's something that will never grow. It will never blossom. It's death. In other words, every time when you face with hatred, every time when you face with somebody offending you, somebody putting you down, somebody trying to belittle you, somebody trying to discriminate you, you are dealing with this big hatred, big evil, and that is a dead energy. That is a dead energy that will never ever make you happy. Dead energy will never give you joy, will never make you smile. It will always make you miserable. That's why, to question, if somebody asks me, tell me one quick answer how to deal with hatred, how to deal with difficult people, I will say don't. Just don't. The best way to deal with them is to not deal with them, is to not react, because you just allow the emotions to, boil, and you just become a victim. The second, what I'm telling you is, when you learn to respect others, you learn to not take on their battles on your own shoulders. A lot of people who are struggling, they need to go through that on their own, because by you standing there and arguing every evening with maybe your fiance or a husband, proving the point, won't actually make him believe your point of view, won't make him to change his opinion or her opinion if it's your wife or a fiance. The same is with your friend. If you're trying to prove the point in a in a friendship, in a conversation, or trying to prove your point while you're working on some project at work, this is not going to work, because that person has some issues, and that person needs to deal with those issues herself, himself. Of course, we need to love people. We need to encourage them. We need to maybe give them a business card of the good hospital to go to, or good mental clinic if you see that they're having a mental illness, or maybe go to the psychiatrist to see a psychiatrist for consultation, or maybe speak with somebody, go to some training. We need people to be encouraged to go and solve their problems. But always remember, it is not your responsibility to solve anybody's problem. It is not your responsibility to deal and eat that hatred, because hate is hate causes stress, immense physical and emotional and mental stress. Haters know that they're going to take you out from your peaceful boat into the storm of the emotions and misery. They know that very well, because you see, somebody did that to them. Maybe it was a parent, maybe it was abuse, maybe it was a physical or mental abuse, and now they are hating the world because they were not loved, because somebody hated them. Usually haters are either unhappy people who were hurt before, or those are mentally ill people. I always say that it doesn't matter if the person is toxic, emotional vampire, just a difficult person to deal with, hater, they're all in the same categories. Either they're unhappy because somebody made them unhappy and they think that they have no choice now, they have to be unhappy. If something happened to them, they need to struggle all their life and they need other people to struggle. Either those are mentally sick people. And you won't believe 70% of haters are mentally ill. 70%. It means from 10 people, 7 people are ill. So you're going to deal with ill people? You will never face that. Clinics need to deal with them. So the best way is to protect yourself. Go away from that. Stay away. Run away. Run away. So second one is, don't deal with other people's battles. Don't take other people's battles on your own shoulders. Allow them to deal with their own emotions themselves. If your boss is upset, you don't need to take her or his mood on yourself. Carry on being happy like you are. They need to deal with their own emotions themselves. If your friend had a fight maybe with his boyfriend or his girlfriend, then they need to deal with that by themselves. You are not participating in that because you cannot. It is their battle. They need to deal with that. Don't take responsibility for other people's battles. And the last one is very crucial. So we respect ourselves, we respect others, and the last, we respect life. And last, what I want to tell you is, when you learn to deal with your battles, you choose your battles wisely, then you learn to not deal with other people's battles, not take their battles on your shoulder. You also to stop believing in battles at all. Just in general, stop believing that you need to be in battles. Stop believing in wars. Stop believing in fights. Stop believing in arguments. Start believing in peace. Start believing in this gratitude, in this feeling of satisfaction when everything, your mind, your emotions, your body is relaxed. Start believing in joy, in happiness. Start believing on those things, because only that way you can illuminate the fight, the war, the battle. So the last one I want to tell you is, when you stop believing in battles, you illuminate haters. Hatred is nothing positive. So why will you engage in that? Why do you think you need to engage with that? But everybody answers, so I need to reply. If somebody tells something, I need to respond back. No, not at all. You don't have to. It is your choice. So let's look at this one more time. The only way to deal with hatred, the only way to deal with people who really want to put you down, people who are difficult on purpose to make you upset, is you are smiling, you are joyful, and you choose happiness. You are a happy person. No matter what they say, you focus on your happiness. No matter how they want to put you down, you focus on your goals. No matter how upsetting they are, you are in your own lifeline. You have a line, you have a path, you have a goal, you have a dream, and you do that. You focus on your own life. So to summarize one more time, how to deal with these difficult people, with these haters? First of all, respect yourself. If you respect yourself, then choose your battles wisely. You don't have to have a battle in every step, in every day. Second of all, learn to respect others. People have their struggles. Allow them, respect them, and allow them to have their battles, to deal with their own battles themselves. And lastly, respect life. When you respect life, you start believing in love, you start believing in happiness, and you stop believing that battles are needed. That's the best way how to deal with that. And remember, haters will always be. But the good thing is that they make you greater, because with every hatred you grow. With every bad word you hear, you know that there is some jealousy. You know that they have what to be jealous about. I'm not saying engage with jealousy, make people jealous. No, not that. But make sure that you realize that with every hater you become greater, because you grow, because you allow them to be as they are. You accept, you don't judge, but you grow. You level up with your journey. You go where you are supposed to go. And thank you so much for watching this. I hope you are more lighthearted now, and you are breathing easier. You are not responding to online comments of the haters. You are not responding on the strangers. You are not arguing with friends or family. Leave that all. Turn to the positive world. Turn to this happiness world. And remember, today you need to only smile and be happy and enjoy life.